Hello friends, this is Sanjay Vasudha back here again after a long time. I believe my viewers are waiting for my video, which is currently not done for a very long time, but I am doing it this time with my Korean friends. They are all artists coming to India from a long distance, and I believe I have to introduce you with few of my friends. This is Park, she is Himali, she is Jane Koo. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. So my audience would like to know something about your country, something about your culture. As we were discussing, you say like our country was under the Japanese power, and we became independent in 1945, and we became independent in 1947. So what was like pre-independence Korea, and what is after independence? What's the new Koreans are thinking about, and how the cultural journey you made in these years. So could you a little bit talk about those things?
Yeah, before we ruled by during the Japanese era,
Right.
Japanese era, South Korea has a lot of difficulty because most of the Japan steal most of food and any trees, etc., etc., etc. So we
So was there any cultural imposition by the Japanese on Koreans?
yeah. Firstly, they tried to erase our own language, Korean. So they tried to use
Japanese
main language, and also they tried to make South Korean as a slave. And additionally, they wanted to try to change the high culture things, such as Nobel and fine painting, sculpture, etc. So they opened annually they opened the art competition during the Japanese era, and it was only thing for artists to be successful and or to be famous. But the critics for the competition, they only choose what they want in Japanese tastes. So during that time, the Korean culture was changed a lot. And just after the Japanese era, independence, we tried to recover our culture, but there was a big war in the history. Maybe you can call Korean War. And during that time, most of infra were collapsed. So many Koreans, just making painting was difficult for many artists. So during that time, many paintings are honestly not so good, but creative. And yeah, and after that, our economics and culture developed extremely. During that time, we tried to recover our own culture, but unfortunately, we didn't have any good presidents. So our culture also tried to controlled by the politicians. So it was mainstream artists just care about money. So main Korean artistry was not so good, but fortunately, the other artists tried to make our own culture. So, and now we became nice.
Jane, ask you like who is the most potential artist in Korea now, right now, working, and whom you like personally, and why?
I don't think I am a good, appropriate person for that question because I don't like other artists. So there's no favorite artist by me. Maybe the society can tell some artists like Cherry Zhang. Her real name is Liu Songxil. She got Hermes Prize maybe 2-3 years ago.
Maybe so.
Maybe 2 years ago. She is very potential. I don't like her as much as society love her. So yeah, there's no favorite artist.
Do you think, I literally don't know much about the Korean contemporary art, but I'd like to know, like, if there was any movement like the modern movement in Korea also.
Korean modern movement is quite different with others. During our modern era, the whole society was concentrated on just to recover our infrastructure. So, and for that, we import a lot of Western culture very fastly, extremely, and without any considering. So, Korean modern art also just it was just like switching. There was no increasing or gradation, etc. We just switched it to modern art from the traditional and just modern.
That's what most of the colonial countries.
So there was a huge critique like this. Korean modern art was just like mimicking of Western modern art. But also, I believe that it is not a mimic, but there was Korean taste. I want to believe that. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, it was so fast and just me. And because of that, nowadays many South Korean artists has no hesitating to mimicking or following the world Western mainstream contemporary art. Yeah.
So, do you think that in name of globalization, the cultural imposition from the Western country is so heavy that most of the Asian country cultures are getting dissolved with it, and more of imposition from the West is coming across because of an influx of money and the glittering beauty of those, and somewhere we are all suffering from the same fears of losing our own identity somewhere.
So could you tell me the question?
See, most of the Asian countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, even Thailand or even Korea. So these countries I've seen mostly it was a colonial countries because we had British rule, we had Japanese rule, something of the other. Pakistan also had a British rule. So after we became independent, we're still under the grip of the Western people for every aspect, like for art also, like for somewhere our own culture is getting dissolved because of the imposition of the mainstream of Western culture which is coming inside. Do you think that is happening in Korea also?
Yes, I think so. I believe that it's, as I already told you, this is fortune or not fortune, I'm not sure, but Bangladesh Korean artists has no hesitating to follow the Western mainstream contemporary arts. And moreover, many of the Korean artists believe that that is the way to, that is the kind of solution to become a nice or famous artist. So maybe if someone think about just culture should have each country should have their own identity. If someone say that, maybe Korean does not fit to that.
But do you think that all the thing we talk about high-end art, whether it's in Korea, whether it's in India, whether anywhere else in the world, is controlled by a small group of capitalists, and any crap priced very high. We concentrate on that, and we all artists protest against those, and it goes like an art piece of art. It could be anything which is not even to be considered as an art, and it's becoming high-end art these days, which makes no sense, and this is something ridiculously going to become the end of a artistic era, or the whole modernist era will come to an end somewhere. Well, the work was like banana a few days back was a mockery. A banana which became so famous all of a sudden. So, for me, I don't know whether I can consider it to be an art. But since someone bought at a very high price, now will artists, or do you as an artist consider that to be art only because it has priced very high? Somewhere do you think that the art is always linked with, directly proportional to the money you have or something money you make? Can art be that way judged?
I'm not sure I understand your question.
I mean to say, what I want to say is that any crap thing, like I put a banner on the wall and say this is art, and someone puts a huge money for that, do you consider that to be an art, being an artist? Or we are forced to consider that like, because someone has paid a huge money for that. So that becomes an art all of a sudden. So artists cannot level. What do you think about it? What do you say? Jen?
바나나 벼를 붙여가지고 높은 가게에 한 사람이 있잖아요. 그런 식으로 뭔가 그냥 아이디어만 가지고 활동하는데 누군가 큰 돈을 지불을 거기다 이미 했잖아요. 그러니까 그런 사실이 아트로서 상식시켜주는 이 상황에 대해서 어떻게 생각하냐, 그런 것들이 괜히 좋은 아트가 되고 구매자는 큰 돈을 위해서 아트식이 움직이고 이런 것들에 대해서 어떻게 생각하냐, 이런 질문을 저는 해석했거든요.
그건 예술의 다양성으로 우리는 그냥 그런 존재도 있다라는 거고, 그래서 그거를 그냥 그게 재미가 아니지. 그냥 그건 이슈를 그냥 받아들이고 나는 그거를
너무 개인 말씀하시지 마세요. 제가 번역을 요지가 뭐예요?
요지가 뭐냐면 그런 것 또한 예술의 다양성에 속하는 부분이라고 생각합니다.
She said that is a part of the contemporary art, and that is one of the facts of diversity of art. So she doesn't care about this the situation. She does not think that is such a problem. Yeah, that's not a problem. That is just the facts, and she does not care. And she doesn't care that.
No, I'm not talking about whether you care or don't care. I was asking, being an artist, do you consider anything, any crap, to be an art only because someone paid good money?
번역을 하시면 누군가가 그 돈을 줘서 아티스트가 되는 그런 것들에 대해서 뭔가 고려를 하고 있냐. 그러니까 그런 식의 아티스트가 되는 것들에 대해서.
우리 정사는 맞진 않지만 그걸 예술이 아니라고 싶진 않다.
In short, that is not her taste, and that's not her goal.
그냥 이 시대에는 그냥 볼 수 있다고 생각합니다.
그 아까 하신 말씀 같은데. Yeah. Maybe she wants to say she does not consider about that.
Maybe Jen, you can speak about a little bit about your work, because I found you doing interesting thing after coming back from Banaras, and like the Manikarnika Ghat, you did a lot of walks which were like inspired with Indian scenarios. So, would you like to speak something about it?
Yeah, actually, I cannot recognize myself. I mean, the change of myself. I can't recognize all the things, but my work says, oh, my work is going somewhere other place. So I don't know. I cannot see myself, but I can see my work. But the work says I am going somewhere after came here, especially after visiting Banaras. I don't know what was the impression from there, but there is something, because work tells me that I feel something from there, but I cannot say what is the most impressive thing to me. But the color has changed. Everyone says, my friend says, and my colleague says, and everyone says my work's color is changing, and I feel that too. But why? I don't know.
Yeah, something that's.
There is something, but I can recognize that now.
So, what about Hungary? How, after coming to India, do you think your works has some influence or something? After coming to India, did her work got any influence of India? Yeah, and how you're enjoying India?
한국의 현재 뭐 발전하는 풍경은 나의 어떤 그 뮤즈가 오기에는 너무 깔끔한 부분이 많은데 여기 그 그 풍경에서는 너무 도시죠. 근데 여기의 풍경도 나의 그 신경쓰다 멈추게 하는 즐겨하는 그런 건축과 컬러와 이런 것들이 그냥 빨래가 몰렸어도 그 컬러들이 너무 약간 프리미티브처럼 원조에 좀 더 가까운 매력이 있어요. 그렇게 얘기하면 아프리카 모습 보는 것처럼 프리미티브처럼 강한 말들 그거는 그런 매력적인 게 있어요.
Okay, to compare with Seoul, her living space, and compare with and London, compare with Seoul and London. In case of for her, in case of Seoul is too much developed, so everything is too much fixed,
Right.
too much clean, and
Right.
too much smooth. So it does not. There is not interesting points for her. But in case of India, especially Lucknow, there the sight view, the people, architectures, buildings, and just only close to hanging on the street. Everything is colorful, vivid, and natural, and she can feel like the human life. So every single point, inspiring, pick or poke her the creative mind and her heart. So if there is a more time, she wants to paint or draw whole cities or people's life.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, so Park, you've been in say.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice. I saw your works, which are really great. Would you like to say something about it? Like how you got influenced all of a sudden with the Gond art? Because that's the Madhya Pradesh art, and I think you read some books on Gond.
Honestly, I haven't read the introduction or explanation about Gond yet. I haven't not read, but just the how to say the shape or color and the feelings of Gond art is attractive me. But in some parts, it looks like I can feel some similarity or equality or something. Say, how do you word it? Anyways, something similar thing with our Korean traditional paintings, particularly that we call minhwa. The indirect translation is civil art, or citizen art. Maybe we can translate it as a folk art. So I feel that when I saw Gond art, I felt the special thing, an attractive thing, surprising thing, and at the same time I felt
You could connect yourself.
yeah, some connection. Yes. I was not able to remind that there was the connection with that. So I tried to mimic with some drawings. But maybe after today, I will read some explanation about Gond art and yeah. So yeah. And this is all those small things, but I'm surprised that in Gond art, the first time I thought the patterns was just the decorative pattern. I thought that, but after now I found that every single pattern and decoration is follow the shape, real shape.
Right.
So it is pattern, decoration, and the explanation of the real shape at the same time. So it's really funny and enjoyable. And so Gond art is very attractive. And at the same time, I think that Madhubani painting was also interesting in same reason, with same reason.
Okay. Alright friends, so we had a very nice time chatting with the Korean friends, and I believe you all loved it, and this was a great information that we got from the Korean artist about Korea, their art. And you want to speak something? Yeah, okay.